What is up, guys? I am Mattscreative, and welcome to a video about Serpent OS. This is a new, modern Linux distribution. It is not based or built off of anything. It is fresh and new. Even if you put it in VMware, it comes up as Fedora, which I find funny. And it has two desktop environments, Gnome and Cosmic. Please remind yourself that Cosmic is currently in alpha and will be in alpha for quite some time. Now, this entire thing is kind of cool. It's got stateless design, so it means that updates are atomic and can be rolled back if interrupted, ensuring system stability. It uses an LMV toolchain, which provides efficient and optimized performance. It has Rust-based components, so many components of SerpentOS are written in Rust, such as utils, core utils, sudo-rs, ntpd-rs, and curl, which is nice. It has hardware support for NVIDIA. It might not exactly work the way you want it to. Currently, I have to enable my AMD iGPU, and again, it has a brand new package manager called Moss, which we'll take a look at here in a second. And currently, you have to choose between XFS, ext4, and F2FS as root file systems. So there's no Btrfs, unfortunately, not yet. Boot management is SerpentOS includes automated boot management with the BLS form tool, which handles EFI system partitions and boot entries seamlessly. Developer friendly, which is definitely true. I've managed to modify the kernel to hell and back. I've added patches to the NVIDIA drivers. I've done a lot of things, which is kind of insane. I'll show you what a stone is and how they use it to make things happen. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it also comes with Starship. I don't like Starship at all, but it does. You can remove it. It comes with the Z code editor, and it is immutable. It has an immutable design. So SerpentOS follows an immutable design philosophy where the core system files are read-only and cannot be modified during regular use. This ensures a consistent and stable environment, reducing the risk of system corruption and tampering, which is unfortunate because I like to screw around, and I'm going to screw around anyway. But I'm going to do it in the way that they want you to screw around. I'm going to make my own recipes and packages, and I'm going to just like bring down the roof. I did have to compile Heroic Game Launcher and get it to work, but I did it. Lutris will not work right now at all. It complains a lot. But again, Lutris is nothing but complaining. All right, so the advanced features of Moss. Moss is the package environment. So dependency resolutions. Explain how, yeah, I already did that, and blah, 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 blah. Moss resolves dependencies automatically, preventing conflicts and ensuring a smooth installation process. Okay. This next thing is caching. So Moss caches previously downloaded packages in their metadata, reducing the need for repeated downloads and improved performance. And that's also really neat. It also does this thing called blitting, which I'll show you because I'll install a package. We're just gonna have to find one that I essentially want to install. I already installed Discord for a previous video, so technically we can just go like this and delete Discord. Okay, remove Discord. Now it's doing the blitting file system. Now it's running transition scope triggers, and it's done. So I want to show you how this thing works. All right, so if we do Moss search Discord, it'll show us Discord. If we do Moss search Firefox, it will show you Firefox. And again, this depends on if the application's actually in there. So if you want to install the NVIDIA drivers, there you go. That's an easy way to do it. You'll need the 32-bit, the main driver itself, and the kernel modules to make things work. The Linux firmware NVIDIA is already in there. It's already installed, so you won't have to do that. So clear all that. So if you want to install a package, you can do it 2 days. Moss install. Okay, and then Discord, or I believe you can do Moss it Discord like this. So there's two ways you could do installations. Okay, And again, I showed you how to remove and everything like that, but what about updating? So sudo mos sync like that -u. So this will update your system. Now, if you have a local thing, a local repo like I do, where I put my modified packages, that will take priority over the main volatile online repo. Okay, so I'm going to hit this. And the minute we do this, it's going to create a config. This config is basically that package has been installed, and we've created a config before that package has been installed. So that allows you to go back in case this version that it just built does not work. It's really interesting. I like the way that it does that. I like this a lot better than what most immutable distros handle themselves. I think this is the best way to do immutable as far as I'm concerned, because if you screw up an NVIDIA driver, you go back one config before it was screwed up. If a kernel's broken, you go back one before it was screwed up. It's a very interesting way of handling everything. And honestly, it's been sleek, it's been fast, it's been efficient, and performance in gaming, mind you, has been brilliant. It's been matching CachyOS in performance across the board, which is what you want to hear, because CachyOS is the fastest gaming distro you can find. But again, this is an alpha, so we're missing a lot of things. And as the distro grows, as we get more things in the repos, and we get things like Lutris, and we get things like Heroic, because I don't want to have to use Flatpaks. I don't want to have to use app images. I want native applications. So again, let me go over the package, the way they, ooh, that was weird. Did you see that? That was freaking weird. Let me go over the way they do things, okay? So we're going to go into the recipes, and let's go for the Linux kernel. It's all the way at the bottom, as you can see right here. It's called Linux Desktop. Now in this right here, as you can see, I've been messing around a lot, but we're going to just close all of this out because I didn't double click. We're going to close all this out, and I'm going to show you everything that I can. So this is a stone, okay, .yml. This is like a package build for Arch Linux. Essentially, it's exactly that. And in here, binary, and then BC, binary, bison, binary, crypto setup, all of this, these are the dependencies. They're labeled as package configs or binaries or fonts or Linux firmware. It's essentially a brilliant way to set things up. And I like this a whole lot better than .specs. .specs are just annoying. And this is just so much easier to read. It shows you where to grab the kernel from. It sets a hash, okay, summary, yada, yada, yada. Then it sets all the dependencies, packages named devil, yada, 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 build, do not use, and then install. It's all written out here for you. And there you go. Now it pulls it pulls kernels, kernel patches, sorry, from here, which is called the series. And in here you can see it has a whole bunch of Surface stuff and a whole bunch of other stuff. And there's also some NVIDIA stuff elsewhere. So you have one right here. So driver, firmware, skip, simple DRM. I deleted that. That's actually not needed, which is kind of funny. And then it's got secure boot patches and a whole bunch of other patches here, which again get pulled for the Surface. It's a brilliant setup and design, and setting this all up to build these packages locally is really easy. It's on their GitHub for the recipes, and it's as straightforward as you could possibly get. So they're off to a great start for having good information available to you as an end user, and you can grow to become a developer. So again, if I wanted to come in here and I wanted to add, like, say, the CachyOS packages, I could do that. I could add a folder called CachyOS, put in the patches, and then all I have to do is just go CachyOS and then slash, let's say CachyOS.patch, and it would pull from it and it would apply it on runtime, and then you're good to go. It's definitely a very easy, interesting way of doing everything, and I appreciate all the hard work that they've done to get this to where it is so far. Oh man, talking about this is kind of interesting in such detail, which I'm not used to personally, because I've been working with this for quite a long time, and I'm waiting for the day where I won't need my iGPU to use it, but gaming still runs well no matter what, which is nice. So we're gonna start up. By the way, she's absolutely amazing. That's why she's on my desktop. Yeah, we're gonna start up Days Gone, and we're gonna check out some gameplay. Now, the FPS counter's up here in the top right corner. I know it's hard to see, but I can't really do anything about it. Again, there's no Mango HUD. Okay. I want there to be Mango HUD. I think I'm going to add Mango HUD later. I should have added it before this video, but we can't all, you know, make miracles happen. That's not possible. But here we are out in a deep, dense part of the forest, up in the mountains.
Boozer, you there?
It looks great.
I was just calling to check up on you.
Shut up, Deacon.
Yeah, Deacon. Hang in there, buddy. As soon as we get that arm patched up, we'll ride north.
There we go. Let's deal with that guy. I love this bike riding in this game. It's so nice. I still got some work to
do on the bike. We gotta stock up on some gear. Once you're patched up, we're out of here. Deacon out.
All right, we're heading into a more densely jam-packed area, so our FPS is dropping a little bit. Check that out, though. That's not bad at all. This is well over what my system can do, which is nice. Ooh, cannot pass up this opportunity. Yes, I do. So, there's some issues with using an iGPU and a DGPU at the same time. If the iGPU is not powerful enough to keep up the DGPU on normal rendering things, it just doesn't feel as smooth as it should, and for me it doesn't do that. So if you're noticing that, that happens to be the reason why. Oh, right. I gotta fill up with gas because this is gonna be a very long ride.
Fuel can.
Yeah, Deacon, it's a fuel can. The one annoying thing I've always found out about this game is the fact that he always narrates everything. Like, shut up. What was that? That was cool. It's always fun to start fires in video games, especially when they don't spread realistically. Alright, we're gonna just head up here out of this tunnel, because the tunnel's also densely packed, so I just want to get through this area. There we go. And there's another small area coming up here ahead that also is kind of densely packed.
That's right, I gotta finish burning out these nests.
There we go. This one's a little more densely packed than the other one because there's nests all over the place. That's it. Come on.
Get in there. Jesus.
There we go.
Bounties.
You know what? Let's set off a Molotov, shall we? So we got 3 of them in here.
Gotta be close to a nest. Whew, I can smell it. Nest. Whew, gotta be right around here. Yep.
There we go. Now I need a... I don't have nothing to make them. Where the heck she come from? There we go. I see the last one. Oh. I hate the way the gun's handled in this game.
Where is it? God damn, it's gotta be close.
Okay, let's grab this. I think that should be enough. I need a bottle.
I need these.
So let's find one. Let's gather that. And I just want to throw in some gameplay. That's what we're doing right now.
You can make something out of this.
Yeah, I can. There's some stuff over here. Hopefully he doesn't see me. Come on. Come on, Deke. Okay, that's smalled. Yes. So, here's what we're gonna do.
Let's go.
We're just getting out of here now. We're running. Done. Just like that.
Finished. Should be less freaks around here now.
Yep. So, I'm gonna save this game real quick. Because again, I'm playing this again, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a very, very good game, despite what people say. You know, those type of people end up pooping on their own feet and saying, hey, it feels good just because they want to feel special. So, haters are the same way. So let's go back to screen sharing, the main desktop here. So that was a DirectX 11 game. And again, this is a DirectX 12 game. I don't really care. It ran as well as it did on CachyOS. So I don't really know she need to show much more than that. This is, again, alpha. An alpha distro. You need to remember that. There are quirks. There will be things that are missing. Things you're not able to do. And getting into it right now, for most people, is probably a no-go. But if you do want to jump into it, it's got a very, very friendly developer community. And these guys are on Matrix. So again, they have a community hangout, they have a general, they have a development. I usually just spend time in here. They also have a support channel in case you need something to learn how to develop certain things. You can see there's some updates. New person joined today. And earlier we went over testing a whole bunch of stuff when it came to NVIDIA drivers. Like, here's me playing some Shad PS4 and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. It was it's pretty cool. I like these people a lot. They're very friendly. Now, the person who developed it, the main person, if I can find their name, there he is right here. It's this guy. He's developed this distro. He's got a whole bunch of other developers with them, and you know, they're working very hard and getting a lot of things done. But again, it's an alpha, so you know what that means, but it doesn't feel like it's alpha. That's the thing. From using it so far, it feels something more. It feels like a finished project that's just missing a few puzzle pieces, from my own personal perspective. So for this, even in its current state, I can honestly give it a 10 out of 10. It's my second favorite distro. And believe it or not, my first favorite distro is CachyOS. My second favorite distro was Pikaos. And it knocked Pikaos down to number 3. And then number 4 is Nebora. And number 5 is just like Fedora. So it's like, okay, well, this was surprising. So there you go. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, if you helped you learn anything, let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.